Hello Internet, I'm John, welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris 3.14 Determined Exterminators. Last time... oh, cat has grabbed my foot. Last time, we finished our war with the Xenophile Fallen Empires, and humiliated them. And then we used their open borders to invade the Lilaro and capture both of their L-gates, which has prevented them from potentially opening the L-gates and inflicting the Great Tempest on us. We may still want to open the L-gates at some point, but we will do it on our timing instead of on theirs. Oh, and the other interesting thing, well, okay, so as far as here, what I want to keep doing, we'll finish the war with the Lilaro, we'll clear them out, clear out these other tiny empire here, there, in purple. And then we'll think about war with the FEs. I mean, we're still truced with them for a little while, but with the xenophobes, we'll may go after before this truce is up, but we'll see. What else? The other interesting thing that happened last time that I didn't take enough note of, I think, was that we drew and researched the Dimensional Replicator. Now, the Dimensional Replicators don't do us a whole lot of good, because we have nanite transmuters, which are they serve a very similar function of producing motes gas and crystals in exchange for energy and nanites without using pumps. So replicators aren't fantastic for us, but the follow-up tech, Dimensional Fabricators, are awesome. And I want to keep... I didn't think hard enough last time about my engineering tech choices, because that... I think we're going to switch to Titan Hulls, actually, because, one, it's quicker, it gets us the next draw quicker, and two, there's no follow-up tech, I think. Maybe there's one follow-up tech, but the weight is pretty low, versus, this is a good repeatable, where we have a lot of escorts, we have a lot of torpedoes, it's good, it takes longer, it has follow-ups, right, so it has infinite follow-ups, so we're not narrowing our tech pool there, and pushing towards drawing the Fabricator. The thing with the Fabricator, Dimensional Fabricators, is that they also produce living metal, nanites, Zero, and dark matter. And once we have Fabricators, we can build Fabricators, alloy nanoplants, and singularities, and end up net positive on pretty much everything besides, like, science and unity, right? So once we have those, then we can really go ham and just build all the singularities that we want and not have to worry about it. In the meantime, though, I do think we're going to... I want to take as much dark matter as I reasonably can. There's this 3 deposit here is pretty good, and there's another one nearby, I think. Yeah, here. So I think we're going to outpost kind of that direction. I was doing that. Oh, you're building the mega shipyard. I also want a gateway here. I forgot about that. Because if we're going to build... It's already a shipyard. I'm surprised I didn't build a gateway there before. But for the mega shipyard, we definitely want one there so we can get our fleets back there to upgrade quickly. But I don't know that I have the influence to do all of these things all at once. How much is a gateway site? 75. Okay. That's not so bad. And then we'll work on outposting towards these dark matter deposits after that. Maybe I might have some idle construction ships. Yeah, I mean, relaying out here is not the most important thing. Great Wound also would be a fantastic source of huge piles of dark matter. Maybe that's something I should be thinking about, is if I have an idle Corvette fleet somewhere. No, you guys are still doing warfare. We can okay, hang out there. We'll heal up there. Now that this push is kind of done, right? You're in motion. You're not in motion. I was thinking with the ship designs, the Corvettes. This is actually a huge upgrade in terms of fleet power. I think mainly due to defensive boosts and reactor like freeing up to go. I'm not totally sure where all that extra fleet power is coming from, but it's enormous, right? 54k to 285k is a lot. And maybe it's, yeah, it might have to do with like changing up our defenses or something. I'm not totally sure. But I was thinking about this, and Swarm Combat Computer gives us a bunch of evasion. We're still evasion capped, even if we switch to Picket, and Picket gives us a bunch more tracking. Right, they have the same fire rate, and it even gives some evasion, but a ton of tracking. My only reservation about doing that is around the AI behavior, around whether it will still like engage effectively, and I'm not totally sure, but I think it'll probably be fine. Okay, it's convinced that's a downgrade. Okay, whatever you say, computer. We had some. Okay, these Corvettes were idle. We can send them home to upgrade, and then do Great Wound with them. Right, I wanted to fill up my escort fleets because we got more fleet cap. We have the naval cap. And I have the alloys to do that. Okay, so we got the gateway, we got the fill-out escort fleets. I'm just looking at my notes. Some of these I don't recall exactly what I meant. Something about a wormhole in Kosk. Okay, there's this wormhole back here. It's empty. I don't know where this goes. That would be a reasonable thing for them to go scout. And it's pretty low risk, right? Yeah, it's reachable through space we've already taken. So we'll do that. We might want to clear out the void worms while we're here. We have this. They would have been a logical choice, but we'll think about clearing those out and just ending the void worm plague. Some notes about a starbase in Nimalan that I forgot to upgrade. And another one in Breslin. Let's see. I was also thinking that we might want to... We have some robot trait points, and I think we have the Scavenger Bot trait? Maybe we don't, though. If we do, we should use it. Yeah. So we have 4 trait points. We could do Eternal Machine and stop losing leaders, but that's not super important for us. I mean, we will lose admirals, but integrated weaponry I think is hilarious, and I would love to go apply it to all of our pops, so all of our armies got a plus 100% army damage, but it's not really important. But Scavenger Bot gives us a lot of pop assembly speed. I guess we could drop mass produced and then also take integrated weaponry. I don't. That's silly. A lot of the stuff that I would otherwise want, we already kind of get from adaptive frames. I don't care about either of those. Yeah, sure. And then I think they'll just start assembling this when they finish previous pops. I don't think we really need to do a whole lot. We'll just start getting upgraded pops. And again, do I really need more pops? I don't know. There comes a point where we start feeding our pops into the lathe. I'm kind of curious. I do not have the option to set the rights for this template to synaptic servitude purge, which is a bit of a bummer, because I would love to be just feeding quick assembling pops into the lathe, but I guess we don't get to do that. Yeah, I think that kind of... Oh, one other note. We're real close to being in first place. We're within, like, 30 points of score of the one Fallen Empire that we've already beaten in Warfare, and we're already ahead of the other that we haven't fought yet. So at this point, we're well ahead. We have a long time to go to Crisis. We should be able to. We're winning. So we will, I think. This one was not quite full, but pretty close. Again, just in terms of pop sinks, right? We're I think, all told, across all our planets, we're assembling... We have 100 planets. They each generate, 6... That's a ring world. It might be a little high, but, yeah, 5.5 or 6. So we're getting a pop every 80 months per planet times 100 planets is a lot of pop assembly.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered. Hostile stationary asset engaged. Council agenda ready. Alert. Station engaged. Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
It's annoyingly out of the way up here. That's kind of ominous.
Council agenda ready.
Okay. That goes into the Xenophobe Fallen Empire, which is why they haven't settled there, because it's one jump away. Okay, that makes sense.
Alert. Spaceport engaged. Hostile stationary asset engaged. Ship augmentations completed. Council agenda ready. Construction complete. Alert. Station engaged. Construction complete.
Food from jobs. Terrible. Useless. But we can turn all these on and get another relic buy from the curators, I guess? I don't like that passive. Field manipulation is great and all, but it's not the only. Oh, the disengaging chance, energy weapons stuff is fine, but that passive is a penalty. Non-robot output. Plus 100 credits for 10 years. not amazing, but I mean the 5% non-robot output is funny on the lathe, so yeah, I don't want all of that extra draw weight for field manipulation. Oh, I forgot to go see what the museum does. That was what I needed to do. Of geology. Turn minerals into Unity and engineering research. That's awesome! How much, like, Unity am I losing here? Not that it matters, I have plenty of Unity, so, yeah, sure.
Hostile stationary asset engaged. Construction complete.
This is the problem with cruisers. They have pretty good hull, and they don't like to stay dead.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
Okay, that was... Okay, but the upgrade is just starting. So it's not... not that the upgrade is smaller than I expected, it just isn't done yet. I don't really need more food production. We've got like that one mining world. I want to shut it down. Is it even in this sector or the next one? I think it's in this sector. Go to the ring world, do science or something.
Ship augmentations completed.
Okay, yes, so it's not much of an upgrade. I mean, it's a little bit, but nothing outstanding. The salvagers.
Council agenda ready.
That's okay. It's not super light, right? It could be a lot worse. Here's the Fabricator. All right. I should probably start actually building replicators. I imagine, though, the build time on them is not short.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful.
And this one lets us... It just produces Unity, right? So if we have the Fabricator, Cauldron, Singularity set up, and then these, we can just produce Unity with it. I mean, we don't really need Unity, but it's interesting.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Okay, so I guess we've taken all these planets. I could actually use one Hunter Seeker here, just to keep the crime below 30, so crime events don't start. And then we also need to go subsume all of these. Oh yeah, we should build simulation sites. That's a good idea. I wonder if the resettlement did that. Or the land appropriation sometimes will steal pops off of low population worlds and leave it abandoned. I shouldn't do that because I'll have to retake all their space. So, but we can get in orbit. I think this is, yeah, their only planet.
acquisition successful.
Mega shipyard site. How's the gateway site coming? Not quite done yet. I can take you and do some outposting towards this stuff up here. I don't know that I really need more crystal entities.
Hostile.
Is Cloud Lightning good? I don't think Cloud Lightning is good. I don't think we want that.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Oh, it's a different Dendrituium. We're invading multiple Dendrituiums at the same time. Repeat planet names. Oh, okay, those don't link up. Sorry, I was like, I don't remember invading that recently, but it was because I invaded in a much earlier war. Yeah, sure, we can go here. 766 is a fair bit, but we have like 4K, so I think it'll be fine. We should make sure we're still building more warforms. And honestly, we have the minerals, we have the energy, maybe we just switch to megas.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Okay, I don't need energy right now. I am full on energy, somehow. Which means I'm not lathing hard enough. We could find one of these planets and just, like, dump pops. So that's not the best example. Whoop.
Construction complete.
Also a great way to burn some energy.
Technological acquisition successful.
Yeah, we can do another Applied Infinity Thesis. This will let us Actually go to Crisis 5, and then we can draw for the science building that just generates science that pops.
Construction complete. Technological acquisition successful. A foreign entity has decrypted our communications.
There's the Fabricator. I don't know that we want the robot manufacturing nexus. I think even with the upgrades, it doesn't just like give us passive pop assembly. I think we still need to dedicate pops to doing pop assembly. As funny as it would be to like stuff a nanite world full of like 60 or 70 replicators, I don't really think that's useful to us. Yeah, we can just do explosive repeatables. That's fine.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Hey, finally, Ascension Theory. Nice. We're just getting all the text we wanted. Now I've cursed it. That would be a great place to... Well, I don't know that we need to... We have a starbase on the other side, so... Yeah, well, I want to grab all this space before we do this invasion.
Alert. Station engaged. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
It's free energy.
Technological acquisition successful.
I need to integrate a bunch of these. I don't need... Oh, the starbase is interesting. Yeah, because we were overcapped there, I think, by just a little bit. Okay. I don't know if like the upgraded version gives free naval capacity. I don't know if we can actually use Vero for anything. But it's funny. So being machines and getting zero use.
Construction complete. Hostile stationary asset engaged. Technological acquisition successful.
running uncloaked through the war zone. Alright. It's weird because this looks like one of my designs. Why would I put that there? It's not on the L gate, right? No. So there's the Dyson. So now we have another mega structure. Ah, so okay. So we have Ascension Theory. We have a free megastructure build slot. We're using one on the shipyard site. We can use one to work on the coordination center. We can get another one from Architectural Renaissance. And we can afford that amount of unity. We don't have a whole lot else to do with it besides ascend planets. Is there anything else I want here? Scientific resolution. Revolution's interesting for research alternatives, but at this point I have most of what I want tech-wise, besides like the one FE science building. That's very situation. I mean, that's like there might be use for that, but at this point all the wars are total wars, so defensive war. Or the home territory fighter bonus isn't so good. Yeah, we will just do Renaissance. And that gives us another mega build slot. What do we build next? Yeah, we could do the Century Ray. Make my computer run even slower. It doesn't need to be anywhere in particular.
Construction complete. Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Oh, I guess that means we must have the replicators, or the fabricators. Construction complete. Alert. Spaceport engaged. Hostile fleet assets engaged. Oh yeah, and you can jump transport fleets? I forgot about that. That's fun. I guess I should check and see that this is a world I actually want to invade. Yeah, okay. I could have jumped a much smaller fleet.
Hostile stationary asset engaged. Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
Now we gotta go back the long way. I assume jump is still gonna be on cooldown for a while. 163 days. How long would it take you to get there conventionally? Much longer. So yeah, just chill there. We'll jump over soon. Okay, so at this point, I think the Dendrituium are down to just that single system, so I think we can do that in Go. So their fleet popped back out. They may or may not lose to the starbase.
Spaceport engaged. Construction complete.
Looks like they did.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Technological acquisition successful. System survey complete.
I don't want either of these things. Where's the disband button?
Grounding. Hostile stationary asset engaged.
I mean, it's such a nice cut point. That's a great place to have a starbase.
Planetary pacification protocol. Hostile fleet assets engaged.
doing this? I guess we're doing this. I think we win, right? Yeah. Oh, it's doing some damage.
Initiated. Construction complete.
Just looking at like the number of ships that aren't retreated yet.
Assets engaged.
Did it wiped all the nanites? Huh? Oof.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Okay, so this is Dacia. Yeah.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
Rip. Okay. I did not expect that. Titans, or Leviathans, right? Well, I guess that's fleet cap we use to build more escorts. That is all my alloys. This isn't even occupied space. Some of this is unowned. I don't think we need both of these escort fleet or both of these Corvette fleets back here. Bit of a hike. Okay, altered nutrition is a great bad outcome for us, because we don't care about food.
Alert. Non-standard space entity encountered.
shoot, I don't remember where that was, but I guarantee you don't need a Hunter Seeker if you only have 2 replicators and no other pops. This was Mani's Den. I'm never gonna find that though, because you can't search planet names. That's frustrating. Or maybe... Interesting. Maybe it will find you the planet based on the planet name, even though... okay, so it'll find the system. Neat. Today I learned. And now we're hoping for some computing techs. I don't really... I mean, it's a lot of extra storage.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Technological acquisition successful.
This produces consumer goods, which I don't want. I mean, we can work towards L gates. I may not open them, but its options are nice.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
Okay, just devastation. Nothing to worry about.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
I think that's the... Yeah, okay. Because there's also the pre-FTL.
Technological acquisition successful.
Hyperforges I don't really care about, because we already have nanocauldrons.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives. Construction complete.
Council agenda ready.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Not that it makes a ton of difference if we can just build fabricators. Okay, there's time. How am I doing on dark matter? Yeah, fine. So too many buildings. I need like folders. But yeah, okay. So we haven't drawn the let's just proceed to this next text draw, physics draw. See if we can't get lucky with the science building.
Alert. Spaceport engaged.
Nope. No luck. That's okay. We can just fish for rerolls. I don't need to do any more Infinity Theses. That's kind of annoying that those are going to gum up our draw pool for the rest of the game. Alright. Okay, no luck there, but we have made good progress on conquering the Lilaro, and we did pick up several other important techs. At this point, yeah, we can just take all of our building slots and build singularities and fabricators and nanoplants and produce as much alloy and energy as we want. So then the question is, yeah, well, I mean, really, I should probably be like reallocating pops out of fabricators into tech. Reallocating pops out of energy production and building more singularities. If I were that one we could actually just go do tech there. But yeah, and this is kind of, there's going to be a lot of like pop management and building buildings, and you don't need a maintenance drone, I suspect. Okay, these just haven't updated because the game hasn't run. But, yeah. Very excited. Oh, I guess I did want to check in and see if we're actually building the new quick assembly pops. Yep, we are. Do I want to know which 4 planets? Will you tell me? No. So, because when I build armies out of those planets, they'll be much better. So it could be a useful thing to know. How do you have overcrowding? Yeah. Okay. Next time, we probably finish out the Lilaro, get revenge on the Stellar Devourer, and then maybe we go to... How's our truce here? When does it end? 66? Okay, so quite soon. And then we could go finish them off and take all their synthetics. But again, I mean, how much pops do I really need, right? We could ascend this too. 40k. I mean, we have, yeah, I don't know, something to think about. Oh, actually, that's what we should be doing, is we should ascend the lathe the rest of the way. Because we unlocked the next 5 levels of planetary ascension when we unlocked Ascension Theory. And that will reduce the upkeep and purge speed and such. Okay, yeah, so I'll have to think about how I want to deploy these FE buildings we're getting, and what I want to do with all my pops. I might do some of that off screen and then kind of come talk about it afterwards, because I don't think that's going to make for very exciting watching. We're still on, this is 5 years in an hour pace, so we're up a little bit from the height of the war, but still kind of slow going. Alright, right, thank you for watching.